Yo! What's up, YouTube? We're back here with the Raven Remastered episode 11. And we're going to start it out already. Just talking to Miss Miller. Yeah.
Miss Miller, I'm glad to see you here.
I like the echoing
Constable
effects they
Zellner.
put in.
I heard what happened to you on board. Awful. Truly awful.
All's well that ends well. You are waiting for Professor Lucien?
Let's talk about Professor
Were you
Lucien.
able to find out why Professor Lucien left the forecastle so suddenly last night?
No, not really. We only had a brief conversation. He was still very nervous.
He was like that on the train as well. Seems to be typical of him.
It must be something to do with the burglary at the museum. It really affected him. But he told me not to worry about anything. He said, soon this would all be over.
Really? How did he mean that?
Oh, I didn't ask him, Constable.
That's suspicious.
Are there other passengers from the ship here?
Oh, yes, we arrived as a group. David Kreutzer, the violinist, was with us. So were Miss Myers and Mr. Inch. He seems to have gotten over the death of the Baroness pretty quickly. He seems positively relaxed.
I've met him. He looks on the bright side of life, so to speak. Where is Mr. Kreutzer?
He's over in the treasure chamber. Maddie is downstairs in the main hall. I'm afraid I'll hear the sound of something priceless shattering any second.
Matt will be careful, Miss Miller.
Nice cruise.
Tomorrow you'll be sailing down the Nile, if I heard correctly.
That's right. I'm sure it will be an amazing experience.
But you don't seem to be very excited.
Oh, but I am. It's very generous of Lady Westmacott to invite me, and especially Maddie. He'll learn a lot.
But
Well, Professor Lucien offered to join us.
then Matt will learn even more. And I'm sure it won't be unpleasant for you either.
No, I just don't know how Maddie would react if Edgar came with us.
I understand. I could test the water to see how he'd feel about it.
Would you do that? Oh, thank you,
Maybe.
Constable Zellner.
I'll continue my tour of the museum.
Yes, there's so much to see.
Alright, let's go over here. I see a gold door, so that's usually interactive, right?
Locked.
Oh, that's locked? That's trash. I wish I could go just a little faster. The walking does seem to be a little slow. Just a hair. Nothing crazy.
Mr. Kreutzer will provide the background music tonight at the opening. Does he have anything else on his agenda?
I bet we could talk to him at least. He probably doesn't like us very much though, so maybe not.
How are the acoustics, Mr. Kreutzer?
Average. I wouldn't have expected anything else from a big stone cavern.
How does it
Suspicion of
feel to
murder.
have been accused of murder and to escape by the skin of your teeth? The whole thing could have had a bad ending for you. You didn't have an alibi. It was your gun.
I must admit that I can imagine better ways to spend my time than being roughed up by Inspector Legrand. Your snooping actually paid off for me this time. Did you ever suspect me?
Of murder?
Nah.
I think you're too intelligent to shoot someone with your own gun without arranging an alibi for the time of the crime.
Let's talk about the newspaper reports.
The newspaper this morning is full of reports about the events on board.
I've seen them.
Someone must have informed the press directly from the ship. He probably got a pile of money for the story, don't you think?
And again, they want to ruin my reputation. But no, Constable, it wasn't me. I didn't even consider it. And whoever did it was a bungler.
Why?
The story is in all the papers. You get more money if you sell the dirt to just one paper as an exclusive.
Who do you think it was?
The young guy, the stowaway?
The captain didn't press charges and let him go this morning.
I bet it was the
But
butler.
up until then, he was in the cell the whole time.
Perhaps Miss Mayers. Maybe she wants to become an actress and needs a bit of publicity.
Whoever it was, they wanted to make sure that the story spread, and they weren't after money. So, what were they after?
Fame.
It seems like a lot of the passengers from the ship are here this morning.
Nearly all of them. I had a brief conversation with the Baroness's butler. Between you and I, he seems quite happy to be rid of the old battleship.
Mr. Kreutzer.
Young Miss Mayers was here as well. Unfortunately, it seems like she's already disappeared again.
Forget it. She's engaged.
And the old witch with her caretaker and her brat are also here.
What do you have against Lady Westmacott?
The lady is more callous than the Queen of the Night. She chased her own son away. Ice cold. I met him briefly. Flew to America because he couldn't stand her anymore.
Did any of the guests behave suspiciously? Was anyone unusually interested in the treasure chamber or the security system?
I couldn't say. I'm here to check the acoustics and then I'll come back for the gala tonight. I'm not interested in your detective games.
Well, I'm looking forward to the concert.
It will be an unforgettable night.
You better make it unforgettable then. Alright, we found a newspaper.
I can't read what it says, but the cover features a dashing picture of Legrand. It shows an energetic young man photographed from beneath, against the sky. That's the look of a man who can catch a thief and murderer in a single day.
I actually think
I
that
don't
was
believe
us.
that Legrand spoke to the press himself. He doesn't seem to like the attention, and he wouldn't falsely take credit for something he hadn't done.
I don't know. You think so? Because I think he would have. I think there's a chance that he would have. I don't think I would have
Well-trained
taken
guards
past
are
him.
usually the best security system, although they didn't manage to stop the Raven in London. The gala will be crawling with guards tonight. The local police might also send some reinforcements.
I mean, I would.
Exclusive and unique. The eyes of the Sphinx exhibited together for the first time ever. Hopefully the visitors will be satisfied with a single eye. Otherwise, all this effort will be for nothing.
I mean, that's like a once-in-a-lifetime piece.
Unfortunately, now it's just the eye of the Sphinx. But it's a bit too late to change the banner. That must be the treasure chamber where the eye of the Sphinx is due to be exhibited. The display case is already prepared.
Let's talk to the security guard.
Guards. The gala.
Okay, we can't talk to the security guard.
No, sir.
I'm from the Swiss police. I want to check the security arrangements.
No one may enter the treasure chamber before the delivery has arrived.
What? I thought I was told to go check it. I'm like pretty sure, man. They told me to check it.
I didn't have to pay for the cruise, and the French embassy is taking care of the hotel, which is lucky. I certainly would have had a tough time getting the expense.
Alright, let's go back down. Oh, sorry guys, I knocked my phone off the table. Let's walk around. Let's go to the... do we want to go to the main hall? Yeah. Yeah, let's go main hall. I want to see if there was something to the right, but... There we go. Oh man, there's a lot of cool stuff here, honestly, guys. Come a long ways from the cruise. Okay, can't walk that way. There's a ship. Can I go through? Thank you, sir. Come on, man. Get a move on.
Ah, I've heard of this. Desert glass. In the great sand sea of the Libyan desert, there's a region where natural glass is found. Nobody knows how it formed. The valuable material was often used for jewelry in ancient Egypt.
Okay. Very cool. Okay. Okay. Oh, there we go. Now we can walk this way. What are we supposed to do over here? I'm so confused. What are we supposed to do in the main hall, guys? Like, I just don't see much to do through here. Not much we could go do. There we go. We found something.
Impressive, isn't it? Thousands of years old and still beautiful.
That it is. They dug it out of the sand near
Hey.
Thebes over 50 years ago. I was there.
Really?
I met my husband there. He was an assistant on the dig and was ordered by the director of the excavation to take care of that writer. I financed many excavations in the following years, here in Egypt and in the Near East. I visited my husband together
That's
with
actually
our
really cool.
son. It was the best time of my life. But a museum is no place for nostalgia. What can I do for you?
Fulfilled life, your son, murder investigation, the gala. Let's talk
Your
about her son.
You haven't said much about him. Or perhaps you did, just not by name.
You're an attentive listener, Mr. Zellner.
I was wondering why you knew so much about Miss Miller's unhappy marriage.
I stopped paying his bar tabs. Stopped paying reporters to hush things
It's
up.
Miss Miller's
He got to know
husband, her
and went
son.
with her to America to start a new life. You can change your name easily, but not who you really are.
Oh, Matt's here.
He has my eyes, doesn't he?
The Part 2 novel is for him, isn't it?
If I couldn't provide Matthew with a good father, then at least I can provide him with a good start in life.
That's fair. That is fair.
You've had a long and successful life, Lady Westmacott.
What's that supposed to mean, Mr. Zellner? That I should be ready to leave the stage? Because I'm not.
Oh, I didn't want...
I'm here because life is here, Constable. Or was. I have never lived as much as I have here. No fame, no money can buy that.
I understand.
I'm sorry, Constable Zellner. Such an outburst isn't fitting for a woman of my age. And an English woman at that. Let's talk about something else.
Okay.
When
my
I
bad.
was working on the ship, I felt like one of the detectives. I understand.
I'm Constable Zellner. Such an outburst isn't in the heat of the moment or are committed by idiots. They're uninspired. But Gebhardt thought it through. He could have succeeded.
I don't know. He made too many mistakes.
Yeah,
He
he did.
couldn't have known that the Baroness, almost unconscious from the drugs, would lock her cabin door.
But that was a risk. The plan was too complicated and sloppily executed.
You certainly are a harsh critic, Mr. Zellner.
He
Yeah,
could have
I
shot her
am.
on the side deck and thrown the weapon into the sea. With no witnesses, no one would have suspected him.
How boring.
Or if it had to be a complicated plan, then he should have worked more carefully. Should have thought of everything, had a plan B in place.
Maybe he didn't have enough time. He had only a few hours to plan and commit the murder.
Still, he should have covered his tracks more carefully. The audio tape, the bloody glove, none of that should have stayed in the medical center.
Facts.
Let's assume that the thief is still out there. Who is he?
If all this were a novel, then it would be the one you least expect.
Is that intended to be a confession, Lady Westmacott?
What do we know about the new Raven?
He's a man who would stop at nothing.
Must it be a man? And how do we know that it's just one person? There could be several people collectively pretending to be the Raven.
So, we don't know anything.
That's not completely true. We know that he or she wants the Eye of the Sphinx, and will probably strike here, assuming he or she hasn't already gone.
It may be the end of the story for me, Lady Westmacott. Inspector Legrand will arrive soon and send me to the hotel. I'll return tonight for the gala, hoping all the while that the Raven does dare to attempt a burglary. Tomorrow morning, I'll have to return to Switzerland. What an unsatisfactory ending that would be.
It wouldn't be a triumphant ending, but it could be worse. At least you'd still be alive, Constable.
Fair.
Do you think that Dr. Gebhardt was the Raven?
Was. Do you think he's dead?
The letter sounded like he committed suicide.
There's your answer. Does that sound like the Raven? Being unmasked? Taking the easy way out?
My sentiments exactly. The Raven wouldn't commit murder, get caught, and then jump into the sea.
You don't want everything to be over, do you?
It's my chance to do something great. It can't be over yet.
At least you solved the murder of the Baroness. You're a hero.
That's not how the newspapers see it. Nor I. Something's missing. I can achieve more.
Careful,
Our guy's got
Constable.
that itch like how the other
Flies
dude,
too
Legrand,
close to
had
the
that
sun.
itch for
Is
the
that the
Raven.
myth of Icarus?
To be honest, no. The story is Greek, and was only written down 1,000 years later. I was counting on the dramatic effect.
Oh, worked well enough. Will you attend the gala tonight, Lady Westmacott?
But of course, the antiquities, the delightful atmosphere, and who knows, perhaps there will be another spectacular burglary.
And your cruise?
The ship doesn't leave until tomorrow, and believe me, I'd cancel the cruise for this.
As always, it was an entertaining and enlightening chat, Lady Westmacott.
I'm going to miss our little chats, Constable Zellner. Goodbye.
Me too. Honestly, me too. I don't need to talk to her again. Oh, I do want to look at the
A
statue.
figure of Imhotep, who the first... He was a legend, even to really...
I don't know how
This
important all
is
this stuff is.
Akhenaten, the only pharaoh whose... Akhenaten was the husband of Nefert, but he went down in history as the pharaoh who wanted to eliminate the old gods and replace them with a single god. The priests took offense and...
Alright, let's talk to Matt. Oh, Matty boy, we might not have too
Ahoy,
many
Matt.
opportunities
The
left.
statue was talking.
The statue was talking?
Yes.
And what did it say?
It said it was...
That's a very bad word.
I know.
And an English one. Don't you think it's odd that an old Egyptian statue speaks English?
Don't you think it's odd that a statue speaks at all?
Agreed.
That would have been my next question.
Let's talk about
And,
the talking one.
is the statue talking to you right now?
Do you think I'm nuts?
No, of course not. I just thought you might have much better ears than me. Ears that can hear statues.
Some cop you are, Mr. Zellner. This is a mystery, and you're just making jokes.
You're right. It's just...
Don't you believe me?
I believe you.
We both agree that a stone statue without a mouth or vocal cords cannot speak, right?
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Okay. That means you heard something else. And we have to find out what or who it was.
Roger.
Facts.
I'm almost a bit envious of you. Going up the Nile on a ship, it must be great.
Yeah, I guess.
You don't sound so keen.
I think my mom wants the professor to come too.
And you don't?
Why
You
not?
can't tell me.
What if mom marries the professor and doesn't work with the lady anymore? We'd have to move to London, and I'd have to go to a new school.
Tell her that you don't think, or you don't like that. Did you think of her at all?
You could tell your mother that it's not okay with you. She'd never do anything against your will, would she?
I guess you're right. If I'm stubborn enough, she'll definitely send the professor packing. Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome, Matt. I don't like the professor either, so you know, if the professor was a little more likable, maybe I wouldn't have said that, but he's not very likable in my opinion. He's kind of a jerk. He's kind of, you know, he was suspicious through all this, and anytime I brought him up like he
This
would be
will
a
all be
problem, he
over
got
soon.
scared.
Then
And
I'll
that-
finally have time for you.
We wanted to head back to the hotel.
Certainly. And tonight at the gala, I'll show you around the museum, okay? And have you made up your mind about the cruise?
Well,
Oh, Matt's gonna say it.
I don't really know.
Say what you need to say, kid. Tell your mom.
I only see you on vacation, Mom. And now you want the professor to come too? So I'll see you even less?
He's got good points.
You're right. I'm sorry, Professor Lucien. I think it's best if you don't join us.
But Mary,
Professor, are you coming?
maybe we can talk about this again tonight.
I should have I should have
Should
told
we go
him to
back
let
to the
it be.
hotel?
I want ice cream. Actually, Mr. Zellner still owes me some.
Ooh. I should have let them be, and you know all that, but he's kind of a jerk. He was kind of a jerk, but it looked like they all went this way, so I think I might try to follow. I don't know. Oh, I can go in. I can go in, guys. I can go in. I'm in. I'm in. Now will they kick me out right away?
Great moment, Professor Lucien.
Your key, please.
He's heartbroken.
Yes. Well,
Come on, Professor.
but you have to realize that...
Thank you.
Finally!
Okay, it does work.
But...
Professor?
I wanted to give you this.
Give him what?
Well, after the burglary in London, I thought the eye might not be safe on its way to Egypt. So I secretly took it when I was supposed to place it in the safe in London.
How dare you?
I felt that I should leave the jewel to someone I trusted completely. Myself.
But the jewel was safe. From London to here, no one had an opportunity to steal it.
I beg your pardon, my dear colleague. But if that were true, I wouldn't have had it.
Congratulations, Professor Lucien. You fooled everyone, it seems. The honor is yours.
He should be arrested, man. I guess he's returning it. So it is what it is, but he could have switched him out for a fake.
Well, that's that. Shall I explain the security system to you, Inspector?
The French ambassador summoned me. I have to get in touch with him. The press is besieging the embassy, and I have to answer their questions.
But you absolutely must come tonight. The opening of the exhibition will be the highlight of the year, and you are my special guest.
I will see what I can do. Zellner, will you have a look at the security precautions?
Yeah.
We'll see each other tonight.
Of course, but
Wait, Inspector. I'll join you.
Well, here we are. The inspector will answer the reporter's questions for the next few hours. And well,
I won't take up too much of your time. I'll take a look around and then go lie down so that I'm ready for tonight.
Alright, so we'll just take a look around at the security system. What all can we look at? There's a security camera over there. I see it.
How is the display case protected?
it's made of bulletproof glass that's several centimeters thick. You'd need heavy machinery to open it. But even the smallest disturbance of the display case will set off the alarm.
I like that.
Doesn't look half bad. A glass cutter wouldn't be much use. Is the display case anchored to the floor?
Why do you ask?
The Raven once stole a whole display case in St. Petersburg instead of just taking the jewels out of it.
Such an attempt would fail here. The display case is bolted to the floor and weighs several hundred kilograms.
Smart. Smart. I mean, we were just double checking. Double checking your work. Nothing serious.
What's that?
Don't get offended.
A camera?
The latest model. It's called video surveillance.
I've heard about that. The images are recorded and can be viewed again later.
That's right.
Crazy.
Images from all
that they're
three
just now
cameras
discovering
are
it.
recorded in the guard room.
Wow.
As I've said, we've spared no effort and no expense.
Okay. Okay. I think I like what is going on here. I like your security system. I think I'm good to go lay down. I think my dude's good to get out of here. I mean, I don't see anything else. Do you guys? Oh, there's something.
Many people picture a stone coffin when they hear the word sarcophagus. But this one is wooden, as usual, and...
Not a second chance to hit A.
What's in the other display cases?
Okay, we can hit on that.
Valuable originals. The eyes of the Sphinx would have been the highlights of our exit. Now that we only have one left, it doesn't really outshine the other valuables anymore. This room is full of work.
That's fair. That's fair. I want to know how he feels about the safe. About how the professor didn't return it how he was supposed to. I don't think there is any more things to look at, though. Nah. All right, we're getting out of here. We know the security system's good. We're gonna go ahead and get out of here. See what's up. What's going on? It sounds like we got everything done too, because it made the little, little writing noise.
This here, the gate. How does it work?
If the alarm is set off, the metal gate descends. The same thing happens at the windows and the main entrance.
Very
the
nice.
thief is trapped like a rat.
That's a pretty good security system. I gotta give them credit. That's a pretty good security
As
system.
are we.
Next, I'll show you our guard room, the heart of the whole security system. And after that, I'll have to excuse
There's
myself.
a feather right there. There's a raven feather.
Alert the guards. Then call the French embassy. Legrand needs to come.
It's going down now. Get in there. Oh, no. What? What?
Here, have a seat and try to calm down.
Okay, I did not see that coming, y'all. I didn't see that coming at all. What the heck? The Raven just got away with that. A legend. A legend. Alright, though, I think we're going to have to go ahead and save this game right here and wrap this video up. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, leave a like, a comment, subscribe. Until next time, I hope you guys have a terrific morning, afternoon, and evening. And until next time, later.